Mexico's southernmost state is full of adventure. It is where remnants of the ancient Maya civilization exist side by side with the modern-day Mayans whose ancestors used to live in the great metropolises that now lie in ruins. Culture is omnipresent, from the quaint colonial town of San Cristobal to the Maya ruins of Palenque, and nature lovers will be delighted by its many natural wonders. My name is William, and I will be showing you around this magnificent region. Now sit back and relax and enjoy the video. The town of San Cristobal is a magical place, nestled peacefully in the hills of Chiapas. This is a place with two faces, one being the Spanish influence, as the town is almost entirely made up of colorful Spanish colonial buildings, with its wonderful collection of churches, plazas, and cobblestone streets. The other face, which might seem less obvious, but just as impressive, is that San Cristobal has an indigenous heart. At any time of the day, there are plenty of indigenous Maya men and women walking the streets, dressed in traditional clothes. Venture out of town, and you'll find villages whose inhabitants still speak various dialects of the Maya language. So guys, we have just climbed to the top of a hill. We've got a nice view over here of the city of San Cristobal. It looks breathtaking. I love the rooftops, by the way. All the buildings are really nice and small, but they're really old, colonial style. It is surrounded by mountains. It's in the highlands of Chiapas, which I find very beautiful. It's a great landscape. And on the outskirts of the city, there are many colorful communities of indigenous Mayan people. Just like many other Mexican towns, San Cristobal is at its liveliest at night, especially during Christmas. On the main square known as the Zocalo, performances happen almost every single night. On the main square known as the Zocalo, performances happen almost every evening. Some of the streets are reserved for pedestrians only, and live music is played in many of the bars and restaurants. If you seek peace and solitude, you will find plenty of tranquility once you walk away from the center of town. Half an hour's drive from San Cristobal, the village of Zinacantan is a deeply traditional settlement, where the descendants of the Maya people live in a simple yet authentic way of life. The village is famous for the colorful textiles handmade by the locals. San Juan Chamula is another one of the indigenous villages so abundant in this region. The market is frequented by Maya women and children, selling everything from live animals to fruit and vegetables that you've never heard of. What a unique experience. The main attraction, though, is the village church. It is truly fascinating because although the church was dedicated to Catholicism, the locals worship their saints by performing their very own rituals, often involving the sacrificing of animals. The Sumidero Canyon is a stunning natural wonder, up to 1,000 meters in depth and as old as the Grand Canyon. Taking a speedboat between the overwhelmingly tall mountains is an exhilarating experience. You're likely to spot a crocodile lounging lazily on the riverbanks, but do not worry, because Mr. Croc won't give a damn about you. A half-day's drive north through the hills takes you to the renowned Agua Azul, a cascading waterfall with a striking shade of blue. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the water is very blue right now, because, well, it's afternoon and the sun's gonna set very soon. Palenque is perhaps the creme de la creme of all the magnificent wonders of Chiapas. It has been built with such sophistication and is still so well preserved that it stands out among all the ruins in Mexico. The Royal Palace is a city within a city, with dozens of chambers, courtyards, passageways, and most uniquely, the 3-story tower, which you will find nowhere else. On both the inside and the outside, the buildings were ornately decorated, with carvings of the Mayan language and their gods. They had developed a sophisticated system of writing. The Mayas were deeply religious, believing that gods controlled every aspect of life. The city is filled with temples sitting atop hills and pyramids. It was believed that temples, as the houses of the gods, had to be separated from ordinary people by being elevated above the ground. The higher, the better. They took advantage of Palenque's hilly landscape by building their pyramids around the hills. What's up guys, I'm William and I would like to thank you for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it and I really enjoyed visiting Chiapas. It is such an amazing place to visit. It's got arguably the best ruins in Mexico. It's got one of the most beautiful towns I've ever been to, and it's got so many other wonders. You should really come discover it for yourself, you know. So, anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video and learning about the state of Chiapas, please give this video a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and share it with everyone you know. You know what I'm saying? Alright, anyway, thanks again, and there will be more videos of Mexico coming up, so stay tuned, and see you later.